Hi everyone, Simon Keeling here, Friday the 14th of September. Thanks again for watching. Typhoon Samba, supersonic Typhoon Samba is the hot topic today. You can see it here on the satellite picture, tracking northwards, heading towards Japan and into Korea over the last 24 hours. An amazing picture, this one, of the typhoon heading its way northwards, and this is going to have an impact on the atmosphere, I feel, during the next couple of weeks over the British Isles and Europe. Quite fascinating there as well, look, to see how the jet is, and this polar front jet is meandering out across the Pacific Ocean. It really gives you a feel as to how the Earth's weather systems move. This is how the Japanese Met Agency sees the movement of the typhoon over the next few days. You see it here heading its way northwards, look, making a direct hit on Korea, probably during Monday afternoon, and then taking itself out over into eastern parts of China. Gusts of up to 140 knots, 150 miles per hour, are forecast associated with the typhoon. So again, I think we're going to be hearing more about that during the coming days. Now, close to home, the impact that the super typhoon is going to have is starting to be shown on the forecast charts now. Let me just show you what I mean. And what we're looking for is a trough developing across Eastern Europe. This is the ECMWF chart. This is from midnight last night, and if we just run this on, you'll notice they go in 24-hour steps. So that's Saturday, there's Sunday and Monday. What I want you to do is watch the trough developing here over the parts of the UK and into central parts of Europe as this ridge builds in the Western Atlantic. So there we are on the 18th, which is next Tuesday, and here comes the trough. It's getting a northwesterly feed into it, so it's been able to strengthen. There's the 19th, okay, so that's our first hit of a trough coming into Europe. Ridge building out to the west, complicated though by this feature here. Look, this is a hurricane going through the Azores. Need to keep a careful eye on that one as well. I fear that could be news as well during the coming week, but we've got the first stage of our trough into Eastern Europe here. Now watch what happens. Here's the secondary hit of the trough. In it comes, more cold air being fed in, look. And what we find by the end of the forecast pattern is this. This is the forecast for the 24th. So this is Monday the 24th, a week on Monday. And this really does have an autumnal look to it. This would be much cooler conditions, much more unsettled conditions. And this is the cooler and unsettled weather that I've been hinting at for the end of the month. And don't forget, the CFS model picked up on this quite nicely about 5 or 6 weeks ago. So certainly the ECMWF is picking up on this idea for the end of the month. And if we look at the Ensemble, so this is the Ensemble model valid for midnight on the 15th. So this is midnight on Saturday, so tonight. As we run these on, these goes in 12-hour steps. You'll notice very, very similar. You'll be able to spot soon the trough coming in. Look, here it is. This is the trough. This is midnight on the 25th. So this is midnight on Tuesday the 25th. And look, here's the trough coming in. So it looks like all models are in agreement that there's going to be this trough developing somewhere across northern parts of Europe. You'll notice how the ECMWF has it a little bit further west than the ECMWF had it. The ECMWF had it kind of through here. Ensemble has it through here. But I do think whatever happens, this is where our cooler snap of weather, our more unsettled weather across the country, and more windy weather are going to be coming from as this feature moves through. Certainly something for us to be watching. Now the rainfall charts for the next week, this is taking us up to the 22nd of September, and again just wanted you to notice how dry it is here across southern parts of the country. 2 to 4 millimetres looks to be the order of the day, but much wetter northern and western Scotland, northwest England, and the north and the west of Ireland too. But you see how we're seeing very, very little rainfall, despite it perhaps feeling a little autumnal out there, breezy, you know, few showers around. It's just not amounting to very much at all. So let's get some detail on there then. This is how the next few days look. This is the chart for 7 o'clock this morning. Low pressure was northeast of the country this morning. We've got a cold front that was just clearing southwards. Now what that's going to do is produce some showers this afternoon, but they will only be light, excuse me, and rather well scattered showers. They'll soon clear away. Overnight tonight, got a ridge of high pressure building in, brings largely fine conditions. Yes, bits and pieces of rain for northern and western Scotland, and really that looks to be the order of the day through Saturday too. I think a bright day for Saturday for most, some good sunny spells, not quite so breezy in the south, although what we will find is an increase in cloud across western areas, bringing bits of drizzle to western parts of Ireland and western Scotland later on, and perhaps those just spreading into West Wales and western England through the course of Saturday night into Sunday morning. For Sunday, we're going to be finding ridge of high pressure across the south of the country, but fronts coming into the north, so Sunday's a more unsettled day. I think some hefty periods of rain for northern England, for parts of Ireland, for western parts of Scotland too. Brighter weather coming into, western Wales. Brighter weather coming into northern and western Scotland with a few showers, staying dry down towards the south and the east at least until later on in the afternoon. By the time that front gets southeastwards during the course of the night on Sunday into Monday, it's a very, very weak affair. So very little rain down here in the far south. For Monday, we'll find some rain again for northern and western parts of Scotland. 1 or 2 showers around elsewhere, most of them affecting western coast, but really it looks as if it should be a dry day with some good sunny spells for many central and eastern parts of England, eastern Wales and the east of Scotland too, as well as eastern Ireland. Probably quite cool as well overnight then into Tuesday, and for Tuesday we're going to be finding it generally a fair day, I think, on Tuesday. It looks as if a ridge of high pressure builds in, so we should have some sunny spells around. It should be largely dry, a threat of a shower perhaps over the high ground of northern and western England as well as northern and western Scotland, but really it looks to be dry. Into Wednesday, start to see a change taking place. Some pretty strong winds coming into northern and western parts of Scotland. Some hefty rain here as well, but you can see here staying dry down towards the south. That low then moves eastwards across northern Scotland as we head in towards Thursday, taking some heavy rain and strong winds with it, but very, very little rain further south. I think we will find it turning considerably cooler though by the end of next week. Daytime temperatures sort of 8 to 16s. I think sunny spells and showers then will be developing on that northwesterly flow. Probably not too many of them, and perhaps, but probably not very heavy through Friday. I think though as we head in towards Saturday, this is the first hit look of the more unsettled weather coming into the north and the west. So some pretty hefty periods of rain coming in during the course of the day on a week on Saturday. So let's just take a flip across onto the rainfall forecast then from the Ensemble model, the GF Ensemble model, and this really just takes us a look as to how things may develop during the period from sort of next Saturday onwards, and we've already seen a hint of what we thought might just happen. So this is coming in from the Ensemble model, and what it's going to be showing us is, let's just get the chart here. Here we go. This is Saturday. Look, there's the low passing to the north. Now, what we're going to find is that as we head into the back end of the next weekend and into the beginning of the week after, deeper area of low pressure look develops to the north of Scotland. This brings rain southeastwards through all areas. You can see there much more unsettled look to the weather with that low hanging round. Now, what will tend to happen is with this high building out in the Atlantic, this northerly flow can just get stuck across the country. So probably what we're going to find from about the 24th onwards, perhaps extending right the way through until perhaps even the 30th of September, perhaps even into early October, is this trough in the atmosphere is just going to be lingering around, and that means that that period from about the 24th onwards is cold, it's unsettled, there's rain or showers at times. It doesn't look like a drastic amount of rain at the moment, but certainly it looks as if this is the first real taste of autumn. So that's it for now. As always, the site's get free of charge by the advert you see around the screen, so if you see an advert you like, please do use us to go through and see what the advertiser's offering. It's the clicks on the adverts and you come back and viewing the adverts that generates the revenue that keeps it all free of charge. So thanks again for watching, and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.